It's Livestream. I'm Melissa Etheridge, and it's just me and you here. I'm taking your questions over this lovely computer I have, and I'm singing your songs. I'm talking about the new album I have coming out September 4th. I'm talking about the new single that came out today, and it's called Fallen Up. I'm taking your questions. So send your questions in. I will answer anything. They asked me, they said, is there anything you don't want to answer? I said, no, because I'll talk about anything, obviously. So please send me your questions. And I'm just going to start with a song, all right? I'm going to play the first single. Again, you can get it now. You can go, you're on the computer. You can go over to that music, place where you buy songs, and you can buy this right now. It's called Fallen Up. It is about the journey, been on the journey for a while. And it comes a point when you go up and down enough and up and down enough where you realize, oh, I'm going up and down, but I'm going somewhere and I'm falling up. So that's the name of the song, and this is how it goes. I sent a picture to my best friend. And the picture was me and my car had another dead end. If you wanna come and find me, I can leave you a sign. My heart's a little heavy, but the rest of me is well. Fine, oh, fine. Oh, so here's to me. Oh, let's raise a cup. Oh, I am fancy free. And I'm falling. I get the picture of reaping what I sow. Oh, it's getting clearer than all that I love is all I know. Come on now, so here's to me. Let's raise a cup. Oh, and I am fancy free. And I'm falling. That's right. I'm falling up now. I'm falling up now. I am falling up now. Come on, listen to me play now. Every now and then it gets too dark to see just what's in front of me. Every now and then I fall off the edge, right off the ledge, heels over head. Am I giving in if I'm trying? Am I really falling or flying? Am I really living or dying? Am I really falling? Oh, fly, yeah. You've been, honey, come on, and shake it like a Polaroid. And I assume you're applauding out there, like major applause is happening, or maybe not. Oh, look at this. I have my first question, and it's from Jessica Lark from Atlanta, Georgia. Hello, Atlanta. How are you? Staying nice and cool in the humidity? Okay, and Jessica wants to know what inspired your new album, 4th Street Feeling? Well, the inspiration is the normal places. It's from what I feel and dream and hope and know and love and want. You know, the things that make me feel that. But it's also a reminiscence. It's a memory. It's there's a lot of sort of looking back and remembering and translating that and transforming that into the music that I'm making right now. That's what it is. Okay, and I'm also hearing from Brian Bagala from Burlington, Vermont, who asks me, what's your writing process like? Like, how do you typically get started on a song? And that's the most asked question I get. And that would be, inspiration is the first thing, and it comes from many different places. It can be music. I can be sitting and playing the guitar, or it could be a word. It could be something I wanted to write about. It could be a rhythm, but it always starts from some different place, and then I bring the song together. If it's lyric, then I try to put music with it. If it's music, I try to put lyric to it. But it's always a different sort of thing. I'm going to grab my guitar here. And I also have a question from Jonathan Makers, Austin, Texas. Hello, Austin. Wants to know, how old were you when you realized that you wanted a career in music? I don't know if I realized, I want a career in music. I think I first had the, wow, that looks like a lot of fun, and I didn't want to work for a living sort of thing. But I loved to play. It was like 8 years old. I actually begged my father, who had bought a guitar for my sister, begged him to let me take lessons, and they said, oh, no, she's too young. But I finally did, and I learned to play the guitar. So I guess, when I realized I wanted a career was probably about in high school, 16, when I went, this is what I want to do forever and ever and ever. All right, from Jamie Schultz in St. Louis, Missouri. That's Missouri. I'm in Kansas. I can say Mo. Who is your all-time favorite musical artist? That's hard to say, because I like all different kinds of music, I mean, it's hard for me to pick one all-time favorite all-time. I like the writing of Joan Armatrading. I like the soul of, Aretha Franklin. I like Bruce Springsteen and his whole thing. So yeah. I get this from Rachel Adams, Long Beach, California. What advice would you give to a singer trying to get into the industry? I would say to that singer, do what you love. Do it because you love it, and only do it if you love it. Because any other reason, you're just being a masochist, because it's not easy. You have to love what you do, and you have to go sing for whoever will listen to you, because that's the joy. If you get the joy of singing for anyone, then they'll bring people around. So I would just say sing because you love it. From Michelle Young, Aberdeen, South Dakota. Right? SD? Yeah, South Dakota. How did your political views affect your songwriting career? Well, I did write from a lot of my experiences, and they tend to be political sometimes. My political views, it's funny, my political views are just kind of how I feel about things. I definitely wouldn't want to, push them on anyone or say, you have to do this way. That is not what I'm thinking. I've always tried to just speak my truth. So, don't know if it's affected my songwriting. I hope my songwriting is better because of how I feel politically and personally. This is from Susan Sarvilio from Tallahassee, Florida, who asked me, what are your hobbies during your free time? Free time? I have 4 children. You know what? I don't have many hobbies. Like I don't, paint or blah, 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 or do stuff like this. I like to make movies on my iMovie on my computer. I enjoy that very much. That's kind of like my hobby. Other than that, it's playing and singing and writing and my kids. That's about all the time I have. So, I love that. Brian Crinigan from Manchester, New Hampshire asked me this. Where is your favorite place to perform? wherever people want me to. I have, you know what? If pushed, I would say Amsterdam. Yes, the Netherlands, Amsterdam. It's insane, great place. Anyway, very intelligent, wise place. But they love their rock and roll, and I have a great relationship with them. There's many places I love to perform, but that's probably number one. Any advice? This is from Ariel Rubin from Canton, Ohio. Any advice for women who want to be in the rock and roll business? Yeah, go for it. If you love it, if that's what you want to do, if rock and roll calls to you, if you feel that way, I would say, please don't say, "Oh, I didn't get that because I was a woman," because that's not true. It's not true anymore. We need to stop saying that we're being all oppressed, because just go do a good job. Just go do the best thing you can. You know, be a rock and roll star, but don't make it be about whether you're a woman or not. This is from Olivia Delaney, Lansing, Michigan. What did you do differently for the album 4th Street Feeling compared to your other albums? Well, Olivia, one of the biggest differences is I played all the guitars on it, every single one, every electric, every acoustic. I even played the banjitar. Look it up. It's a cross between a banjo and a guitar. And I played everything. And I took a lot of the control. I mean, you know, I've had most of the control over most of my albums, but I think the self-confidence I have now is probably the biggest difference on this album. It's a big piece of me. All right, I'm going to play another song from the album. This will be the first time you've heard this. This will be the first time it's out there. This song is called Kansas City. And if you know where I'm from, you'll know that's, right outside of where I'm from Leavenworth, Kansas. And this song is about the drive that you take across Kansas. Many people, whether you're from Kansas or not, have taken that drive down I-70 through all these towns. This is just a snapshot of a time in life, and it's called Kansas City. I've gotten my old man's Delta 88. The window's cracked, I'm on the interstate. 100 miles to go on half a tank of gasoline. Lucky Charms and Tic Tacs and Mom's amphetamines. 100 miles to go to Kansas City. February makes me kinda crazy. 100 miles to go to Kansas City. Will you still be calling me your baby? I met a man in a diner outside of Hayes. He said marriage brought him there. It was divorce that made him stay. I drove straight through Junction City. I thought I'd call you in Topeka, but I didn't want the pity. 100 miles to go to Kansas City. February makes me kinda crazy. 100 miles to go to Kansas City. Will you still be calling me your baby? It feels like I've been thrown into the slammer with the back end of a hammer drawn over my strings. All living became bleeding, my crying became needing, and now I am only dreaming. 100 miles to go to Kansas City. Yeah, February makes me kinda crazy. Yeah, 100 miles to go to Kansas City. Will you still be calling me your baby? Will you you still be calling me? Clap at your computers. Come on, I want to hear you. Woo. Now, when they get sound that comes back, that's when I'll know we've done it technically. Hold on, let me get some water. There's no commercials. So we have more questions. I have from, I don't know where this is from, but the question is, what was it like working with Jakir King? Jakir King was one of the producers on the new album. He has worked with, Kings of Leon, Monsters and Men, Nora Jones, just a few folks. He's a real lover of music, and that's what I'm enjoying about a lot of what's coming out now is it's really a nice organic sound, and he really knows how to take the music that an artist makes and to put it onto tape, to get a recording of it that is interesting to listen to over and over and over. He really keeps the essence of it. He's quite an artist, and I loved working with him. And this question from Alicia Marquez, New Haven, Connecticut. If you had to change your career, what would it be? Oh, my goodness. I'm glad I do not have to because I can't do anything else. But sometimes I think it maybe be a teacher because it's kind of the same thing in front of an audience, doing my thing. My father was a teacher, and I would probably really love to do that. But I'm so glad that I have this career. All right, next question. What was the inspiration? Oh, someone's heard this album. Well, the question is, what was the inspiration for Rock and Roll Me? which is a, it's a love song. Yeah. And I love to be in love. Don't you love to be in love? I love to be in love. So, yeah, that's the last song on the album. For those of you who will be getting the album in a few weeks, that's the last song, and you'll know what the inspiration was for it. Thank you very much. That was either my daughter or Linda who wrote that in. Hello, Bailey, if you're out there listening. I love you. Brittany Croxford asks me this. What new artist are you listening to? Speaking of my daughter, she brings a lot of amazing new artists to me. She turned me on to Ellie Goulding, a year ago, and City and Color, a lot of wonderful artists. But of course, I love Adele. Who doesn't? And there's just some really great like R&B artists or artists that are coming out that sound R&B, and I really do enjoy that. I like the musical scene. I'm so hip, aren't I? I like the music scene right now. It's very exciting. Don Pope asks me, how do you think women's music has changed in the last 20 years, and do you feel you played a part in that? Well, I hope so. I've been making music for 25 years now. I don't know how I got older that quickly, but it's been 25 years, and I've seen music change. I've seen music become the word is an expression for many different types of people, and it's like every different thing that a person enjoys, you can find a music thing that goes to it. So I think that music has just changed. Music has branched out so much that we barely have enough words to categorize it. So not just women's music, but all the music. And now the next question. I heard your album is going to be released on vinyl. Do you collect vinyl? No, but my son does. My son, way into it, which I really loved. A friend of ours gave us their vinyl collection. It was very exciting for me to go through and actually show him this. This was the Beatles' first album, and this is, an artist named, Steely Dan. It was really exciting. So I do love vinyl because it has a sound that nothing else really has, and when you love music, you know that sound. Lori Guevara asked me this. What is the best thing about my career job? Oh my gosh, so many good things about my job. Love it. It's the job that keeps on giving. I get to share it. I get to, give and take. It's performing is the best part about it. Playing the songs that you guys love, starting a song that and you guys liking it. That's a pretty wonderful moment. Maria Shaken asked me, would you ever tour with Bruce Springsteen? What? Sure. That'd be a long show. He does, 3 hours. I do 2.5. That's a long show. Melissa and Bruce take up all the time. Any upcoming tour plans? Yes, I start my tour October 3rd, I believe. Going to be touring. I'm always touring. I'm out there. Come see me. It's always a good time. I'm going to put my water down. I'm going to change my guitar. Hold on just a second. Melanie Lang asks me this. Will there be a new song referring to your children? I love Gently We Row. Oh, that was sweet. Yes, my daughter was in Cologne with me in Germany, and I did that song for her because I definitely wrote that song, Gently We Row, for my daughter Bailey. Again, hi. And yes, there's a song. It's not on the standard. It's on the deluxe version. It's called You Will, which is definitely for my children. I can't help it. They're a big part of my life, so I do that. Well, this song, as I was telling you, I play the guitar on all of the tracks on the new album. This is my new guitar. I call it Junior. It's a Les Paul Junior for those guitar enthusiasts. And I'm going to play another new song. Press record. This is called Shout Now, all right? From the new album, 4th Street Feeling, that comes out September 4th. I've been silent for much too long. Now I'm telling everybody what's been going on. It's time to shout now. It's time to scream. It's time to wake up from this bad dream. I'm gonna shout till the devil gets on his knees. Shout till my angels say pretty please. Shout till I feel it running through my veins. Shout till everybody thinks that I mean saying I'm gonna shout now. Oh, I'm gonna shout now. Oh, I wanna wake up. I've been broken and I've been bruised. I've been lied to and I've been used. It's time for dignity. It's time for pride. It's time to get out what's been brewing on the inside. I'm gonna shout till the devil is on his knees. Shout till my angels say pretty please. Shout till I feel it running through my veins. Shout till everybody thinks that I mean saying I'm gonna shout now. Oh, I'm gonna shout now. Oh, I'm gonna wake up. Shout till the devil gets on his knees. Shout till my angels say pretty, pretty please. Shout till I feel it running through my veins. Shout till everybody thinks I'm insane. I'm gonna shout now. Oh, I'm gonna shout now. funny without the applause. All right. I'm going to keep my guitar on here. I'll go back to the questions. And the question is, are you excited about the 4th Street Feeling Tour? What can we expect? I'm very excited. You know I'm excited. I wrote these songs while I was on tour. And by doing so, the songs have that, like that last song I wrote when I was in Germany, because that's what it feels like in Germany. It's this, like, that 1, 2, 3, 4 beat. And that's the fun stuff to play live. I just want everyone to jump up and down, right? So I'm really looking forward to it. These songs are going to be so much fun live. And, of course, you can expect the best of me. That's what I love to do when I come play in your town. Joanne's, yeah, she asked me this. If you had to remove one song from your catalog and never be able to play it again, which one would it be? I can't imagine missing any. Oh, there's a couple that, like, I haven't played for a long time. There's a song on the 3rd album, the Never Enough album, that's called It's For You. Not my favorite song. Would have rewrote a lot of it. Kind of threw it on at the last minute. Wouldn't miss it, really. I mean, maybe you might, because it was for you. Yikes. But no. But thankfully, I don't have to do that. Riley Lang. Nice name, Riley Lang. Riley Lang asks me this. How difficult is it to choose which songs make it onto the album? That is difficult. I recorded, let's see, I went in with 21 songs. A few of them kind of instantly, once I start working on the songs with the band, it's like, yeah, that's not going to work. It's just not what I thought it was. And then I came up with 17 that I really liked and that, was going to try to see all the way through. And at the end of it, the ones that I have on like the standard version, there's the standard version, which is 12 songs. Those are like the cream of the crop. Those are the ones that I want to really represent this musical time of mine. Then the extra songs that you can get on the deluxe version, those are the songs that I really like and enjoy. I just had a hard time finding where to put them in the album, so they become bonus tracks then. So enjoy them all, or enjoy just the standard ones. Up to you. I love you no matter what. Carol Teresh asked me this. Are your kids musically inclined as well? Do they help you with any of your collaborations? Yeah, my kids are musically inclined because they've just been around it. It's in their blood. It's in their life. It's around them. It's it's a part of everyday life around the Etheridge household. So of course they're musically inclined. And my daughter Bailey is just smart. Yeah, she's watching. That's why I'm getting points here. No, but she helps me a lot. She'll say maybe not, or yeah, that sounds good, or how about this? She actually helped me with Gently We Row. She actually helped with one of the words. She said, and together we'll find our way home. Yes, so she's an incredible writer. Anyway, and enough of that. I love you, Bailey. Maria Glenn, as a breast cancer survivor, how are you doing? I'm fine. And what would you tell other cancer patients? I am 8 years cancer-free. Woo, 8 years. That was a long time ago. I would tell other cancer patients that cancer is not the end, and that health is your responsibility. Happiness is health. Health is happiness. Health is the number one priority. If you've got stress, if you're eating like if you're buying everything in a box and eating it, look to real foods. Your body needs real foods. Look to your health. That's the journey you want to be on, is the one to health. And I have a lot to say about that. But I won't say it here now. I'll go on to the next question. Kirsty Cameron asks this, or says this. Favorite 2 lines you have ever written? Oh, see, that's hard. Favorite 2 lines I've ever written. Oh, see, now I can't think of any of my songs right now. They're all right out of my head. You know what? I'll come back maybe at the end. I'll know what to ask. That's a good question, though. But I need more time than just this to give you the answer. Lee asked me this. Would you write a song for another artist, and have you ever been asked? Yes, I have been asked. And there's been artists that have covered my songs. Trisha Yearwood did You Can Sleep While I Drive. Gary Moore, another country artist, did Chrome Plated Heart. But artists have had, like Bonnie Raitt and Kelly Clarkson, they're always saying, throw me a song, give me a song. I haven't sent anything to them, but they do ask, yes. Shannon Brooks asked me this: what is your greatest memory of an onstage performance? Oh, I have a lot of really up there, top 10. Performing with Bruce Springsteen, probably the greatest memory. That was one of those memories where I just wanted every time to stop and just, please let me remember this moment. Other times I've been on stage, there's just been great things happening in so many cities and so many places. I've loved it. All right, Shannon Brooks. No, that was Shannon Brooks. Andrew Wally asked me this: what's your favorite films? I liked an old French film that was called Betty Blue. That was one of my favorite films. And what else do I like? I saw the movie Hugo on the road. I watch all my movies in hotel rooms now. And that's it. Ken Smith asked me this: who would you like to do a duet with, dead or alive? I would like to do a duet with someone alive. No. Wow, I would love to. Come on, I would love to be able to sing with Janis Joplin. That would have been a lot of fun, just to see, who could rock it and sing it and scream and holler. I would have loved to do that. Thank you, Ken. Laura Patton wants to know, what song are you most proud of writing and why? Pride. I wouldn't say pride comes in the songwriting world, but I think the song "You Can Sleep While I Drive" was the one that surprised me. And when the songwriter David Crosby, he actually said, God, I wish I'd wrote that song. I wish I'd gotten that one. And that meant a lot to me, that sort of compliment from a songwriter. Nicole asked, what inspired you on the last, shake it like a Polaroid. Yes, of Falling Up, the last line. That was, you remember the song by Outkast? Come on, hey, and then he sings, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it like a Polaroid. And I hadn't planned on saying that line. I was just playing in, I was playing in the studio and doing the lyrics, and we were just singing along. And I said, "Shake it like a Polaroid," because the song is about, send me a picture. And and the band said, "Oh, you should definitely do that." So I kept it in. So that's it. Shake it like a Polaroid. Are you still supported and loved by fans all over the world? Yes. I missed the first line of the question, but that's okay. I was at your Adelaide, Australia concert, and it was such a great vibe, and it went off. We went off. That's what she says. You seemed a little surprised by our rapt response. Yeah, it had been 16 years since I'd been in Adelaide, Australia. And it was nice to know that you guys, that we still had a connection. You guys were wonderful, and it was amazing, and I can't wait to come back down there again. I really enjoyed that. What song for the new album am I most excited to play on tour? Oh, at this point, I get so excited about playing all of them, and I get really nervous. I love presenting new songs to people, and they constantly grow on the road. But I think the second song I did, or the third song, the last song I did, the Shout Now song, I really look forward to that. All right. 4th Street Feeling was written about your youth and your hometown. Did writing the album make you feel nostalgic? Do you remember things both good and bad that you had forgotten about growing up in Leavenworth? I remember most of it, and you know what? Most of it was good. Really, for a childhood experience and a hometown experience, love me some Leavenworth, Kansas. It's a great place. And the memory, actually, the song 4th Street Feeling is about, the memory of, the days in high school. I had my first car, my blue Impala 64 Chevy, and that's the memory that I have. The 4th Street is that's that main drag in my hometown, and yeah, I have great memories about going to the A&W, getting a teen burger and a root beer float. But those are the days back then, and that's kind of the feeling in that song. All right, Judd S. asked me this. I understand you changed your eating habits. Have you thought about becoming vegetarian? I did. I was vegetarian for a while there, but my body needs that little bit of protein. I really stay off of red meat, 99% of the time. I'm mostly a pescatarian. I eat little chicken and turkey every now and then, but mostly for me, it's about acid and alkaline, the foods that create alkaline in your body. That's what I want to try to eat 70, 80% of most of the time. And then the other percent, I can go out and have a crazy something, you know. I can do that and still remain healthy and balanced. That's what my eating habit is now. Heather Jones, how many guitars do I own? I don't know. I am in the wonderful position to have many, many guitars, and I lost track. Probably, I imagine 50. Yeah, about 50 guitars. I love guitars. Thank you, Heather. What's your reaction to artists popular today? What's your reaction to artists popular today inspired by your music? Dave Molina asks. What I'm imagining what you're asking me is, well, I don't know. If any artist were to say that I inspired them, that would be great. I would love that because I know how I was inspired by artists, and I would love to have any of the artists out there making music and having fun to be inspired. I'd love that. That's cool. Rhonda wants to know, any plans for your 25th anniversary next year? Box set, special concerts, etc. Yeah, box set, special concerts. Yeah, my manager's been just crazy busy the last couple of years trying to gather stuff from me, and I'm like, oh, it's in storage or whatever. But we're getting a lot of great stuff together, stuff that you've never, ever heard, ever. You're going to hear it, but it is. We're going to make a big deal. 25 years, that's pretty great. Shannon Brooks. Ever forget words to one of your songs while performing live on stage? Oh, no. That's never happened to me. It happens to me all the time. Not all the time. But mostly my audience knows the words, so they fill them in pretty quickly. Or if none of us can come up with the second, it's usually the second verse I have trouble with every now and then. I'm doing better, though. I have better memory. All right. Andrea S. Or Andrea, you never know. Give us an example of the set list you will play this fall. Oh, I'm just working on that. It's always interesting to work in a new album because I want to play as many of the new songs as I can, yet, fill in all the other songs that I love doing and I love playing. There's going to be a lot of guitar playing because I'm having so much fun doing that. And the new songs, too. So, but I'll always, you got to bring me some water. You got to do, like the way I do, and all those other things. You got to do those songs. So that's the fun that we have together along with the new stuff. Now, back to the new album, except I'm not going to do a song from the new album, the last song, but I'm just going to say that I really enjoyed making this new album. This was really came from my heart. I've tried a lot of things out in my career, a lot of sounds, a lot of different producing collaborations, but this is the first time that I've really stepped up, and every note, every word just came straight from my heart and the place that I make art. And I believe now that that's what you want from me. That's sort of the agreement we have now, is that I'm just going to make the music that I love, and I hope that you love it. So that's what I'm doing. Anna M. asked me this. Have you ever thought about re-recording some of the older songs to modernize them? Of course. No. My songs, I imagine that someday I will do the quintessential live album, the live recording I still have yet to do when it's my favorite thing that I do and obviously the best thing I do. But when I do, you will see they will have been reworked because I will have been playing them for 25, 30 years, and I want to do that. Andrew says, I'm the Only One is my favorite song of all time. Thank you, Andrew. Do you enjoy still singing it live? Yes, I do. I enjoy it so much. That's the song I'm going to play for you now. Can we play it now? Can I hear from the live stream people? Yes. Yeah, go ahead. Play your last song. I will. I'm the only one, baby. Please, baby, can't you see that my mind's burning to hell? I got razors ripping and tearing and stripping my heart apart as well. Tonight you told me that you wake for something new. And some other woman is looking like something that might be good for you. Go on and hold her till the screaming is gone. Go on, believe her when she tells you nothing's wrong. But I'm the only one who walk across the fire for you. I'm the only one who drowned in my desire for you. It's only fear that makes you run, the demons that you're hiding from. When all your promises are gone, baby, I'm the only one. Please, baby, can't you see that I am trying to explain? I've been here before and I'm locking the door and I am not going back again. Well, her eyes and arms and skin won't make it go away. Wake up tomorrow and wrestle the sorrow that holds you down today. Go on and hold her till the screaming is gone. Go on, believe her when she tells you nothing's wrong. Oh, I'm the only one who walk across the fire for you. I'm the only one who drown in my desire for you. It's only fear that makes you run, the demons that you're hiding from. When all your promises are gone, baby, I'm the only one. Go on and hold her till the screaming is gone. Go on, believe her when she tells you that nothing's wrong. But I'm the only one who will walk across the fire for you. I'm the only one who never drowned in my desire for you. It's only fear that makes you run, the demons that you're hiding from. When all your promises are gone, baby, I am the only, I am the only, I am the only. I'm the only one. Yeah. That's the sound of the audience. Thank you so much. Go out and get the single that's out now, Falling Up. Go out and get the album, 4th Street Feeling. by me. Go get it. Bye.